Hello once again, and today we are having an Indian friend of ours, Gokul, who comes from India, and the city, he has been born in Kerala and brought up Delhi. And today we are going to have a brief knowledge of what the Indian culture is about, of course, because India is a big country. You move from the north to the south and you have a lot of changes in between. So Gokul will try to explain what he has experienced so far in the Indian culture. And we start off with the food section, the food sections of ours. And so first of all, Gokul, what kind of food dishes do you have in India?
I would say like the north part is pretty much similar to maybe Pakistan as well, because we kind of have a similar history, heritage and food culture. So north has a lot of similar foods, but obviously with a touch of Indian texture and things. So it varies from breakfast to dinner. So I would say for breakfast we can have maybe from simple toast to we have parathas, we have kulche chole kind of thing. I don't know if you are aware about it.
Yeah, why not?
And a lot of things basically. And for lunch, you can have normal rice and different things like chole or rajma chawal is quite famous there. So kadhi chawal and these things. And again, it depends on you what you want to have. I would sometimes have chole bhature and then have a really nice sleep because it's quite heavy for your stomach. So yeah, that's basically it, I can say.
And how many times do you have meal in the day? Like it's breakfast, lunch and dinner, or something around 5 and 6 as well?
Breakfast, lunch and dinner, but it depends. If you're like Saturday, Sunday, weekends, then maybe during evening time you can have a cup of tea and pakodes or something.
Okay. And what kind of drinks do you normally have, like apart from the meals?
Are you asking on a general basis?
Generally.
Regular basis? Or?
Like in generally, what kind of drinks do you go, like for example with the food or like in the parties or functions? Like an Indian drink or something?
Like the functions, it depends again. So maybe sometimes it's alcoholic, you can say. Sometimes it's simple juice or cold drinks. But at home, on regular basis, I don't like as such take any drink. So it's generally just
chai and stuff.
Water. Not really. It's so I don't know. After coming here in Munich, I have this culture of having a cup of tea after food, and but that was not the case back home.
Okay. And what do you generally prefer to have if you are cooking something for dinner and stuff? So what do you like to have?
So I like chicken. And basically a non-vegetarian, because then I can connect more with the international society. And otherwise, apart from chicken, I'm more like a vegetarian guy, you can say. So in chicken, I love tandoori chicken, butter chicken. So I was initially missing them when I came here, but then once I
learning cooking,
learn cooking and tried a few other combinations and checking which one is good. Then once it's figured out, it's pretty good, and I love to make tandoori chicken or butter chicken.
So now you are a professional baking then?
At least I can satisfy myself.
Okay. Then let's move on to the next section of your hobbies. Like what kind of hobbies do generally Indian people have? So what are your takes on that? Like, is it cricket, football?
Obviously cricket.
Yeah.
Obviously cricket. We play a lot of cricket. I personally like football as well. So, but then you need to have people who have similar interests and things like that. But usually it's a combination of cricket and football. Sometimes when you're in a mixed group, badminton or anything. I'm not more like a I don't like indoor games much, so I'm more like an outdoor guy. So I like playing anything outside. So anything new, it's.
But if you talk about generally about the whole India, it's cricket, right?
Yeah, you can say towards the south. You do see a lot of football as well. Like I don't know much about the other parts. Like even in the west, I think, and Kolkata area, you have a lot of football. In south, Goa and Kerala and these areas, you do have football. But I'm sorry if it's wrong because it's lack of my knowledge.
It's your personal perspective. So and what kind of destinations do you have when you go out on a vacation? For example, in summers or
and in India, right?
In India, right?
So I've lived in Delhi. So usually the weekend getaway for us is If you want that hilly kind of a feeling and little colder, we want to move towards a little colder region, then we go towards Uttarakhand area. We do have a lot of small hill stations, one day getaways there. If somebody is at your place and you want to see something historic or things, obviously Delhi has a lot of historical things, but apart from that, if you want to see some really cool palace kind of things, then we move towards Rajasthan.
Okay.
And sometimes these are the things. Otherwise, if it's a long vacation, then we try exploring further south, east or west.
Outside India, what do you think people like if you want to enjoy vacation outside India? And what place?
If I want to go outside. I've not been to many places. I've just in the east. I've been to Indonesia, and which I kind of I can connect it to Kerala a lot because it seems a lot like Kerala to me. And in the west region of India, I can say I've been to many places in Middle East, and it's a different culture. And especially, maybe I like Qatar more.
Qatar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it was because of the circle that I had there. Really nice people that I was with at that time. And yeah, if you are a person who likes cities, then maybe Dubai. But from all of my visits, I love Munich. I think Munich is the best place I've ever been.
Okay, yeah, it's it is. And is there any event special for you, Indian people? Like, for example, all over the year, one event that you wait for?
Again, let me split it in two parts. So in north part or in Delhi especially, we wait a lot. There are many festivals. I think you
kind of know it, but like in general, like something that Indian people wait for.
In different perspectives. Festival wise, we just had Dussehra recently, which is it's a festival. Maybe I can explain. And then we have Diwali, which is coming up. So it has a gap of 20 days. So after Dussehra is like the victory of Lord Brahma. It's a god in our religion, and over a king. There is a story why the battle happened and things like that. So a victory over that king, evil king, maybe you can say, called Ravan. So we have different cultures everywhere, and like in the south place where I've studied in Mysore, it's different. It's more like really decorated with lights. The city is really beautiful at that time, and you have a lot of functions like concerts and things at that time. And in north, we burn effigies of Ravan, big, really huge effigies filled with crackers. So it's a different experience. And 20 days after that, we have Diwali. And it's actually the festival of lights. So you light up diyas and all, and we burn a lot of crackers, but nowadays not.
Okay, and what's the history behind Diwali? Is it
so Diwali's return of Lord Ram to his kingdom. So once he went further south towards Lanka to beat this king, and his wife was abducted. So to get her back, and then once he returns to his kingdom, and that victory is called Dussehra, and his return is called Diwali. So I hope I'm right with my facts. But
nice. That's really nice to know. Actually.
If there's something else, I don't know.
Okay. Then we move on to the weddings, the Indian weddings. Like, of course, we have watched a lot of Bollywood movies and stuff. What kind of weddings Indian people celebrate? Yeah. So let's hear it from an Indian guy. What he thinks is like the Indian wedding, how it looks like, how many events do you have?
Indian wedding is one of those most celebrated events, you can say. It's one event that many people wait for in their lifetimes. From when I talk to people, it's one of those milestones that they are waiting for many a times. Again, since India is quite big, so you have different cultures everywhere, different customs. Even in single state, you will have different cultures based on religion, based on caste, and different things. You will have small minor differences maybe. So in north, it's more like, I feel the wedding is more like a party kind of a thing, more what you see in Bollywood maybe. And in south, it's more traditional, cultural. So you I don't know if you have seen brides with a lot of jewelry and things. So it's basically from the south that they really have gold. And again, I'm talking about Kerala. And it's more like a a religious or a more auspicious event than the party event that we have in North.
And how many events are there in the whole wedding? Like,
it is again a lot of things, but I know from we have haldi, mehendi, and then we have a wedding night, and then we have a reception event. So these are the basic structures. Generally, at least the wedding and reception is the basic thing.
And then
other
the add-ons.
haldi and mehendi or other things vary a lot.
Kind of, you would say 4 to 5 events.
Yeah. Minimum is 2 to have wedding and reception, I guess. Again, sometimes people just right now because of busy schedules they get away, just remove the reception part as well.
Okay. And any particular?
Oh yeah, engagement and that's one thing.
Yeah, that needs to be.
Yeah.
And any particular food or drink that's like fixed for an Indian wedding? Like for example, if you're having an Indian wedding, you say, okay, this is something that we are going to have. It's like without that, the food is not complete.
In North, if you want to experience the food there, just go to a wedding, I would say, because you get the experience of almost everything in a small manner.
Okay,
The
so
quality
10 to
depends.
15.
Like they do have a lot of stalls, and it's a buffet system. So you can go to from chaat to different types of drinks to different food, even in vegetarian, non-vegetarian. You can have all the different type of things that are made there. So it's a buffet and it's like really big stall. So you can go and try everywhere. So it's that kind of an experience. And South, we have different culture of where the food is served in banana leaf, and in Kerala we call it sadhya, where you have rice and a lot of dishes. I don't know if you have seen that picture. It's maybe you can just Google sadhya.
Yeah, Satya. Okay. It's nice. Okay, then we move on to some personal perspective of Gokul. And is there any topic that Indian people don't like talking about? For example, if a guy from outside India comes, like approaches, and you don't want to talk about some topic, like a bit sensitive about something.
I'm not very sure. I think like usual, maybe not the religion part. I'm not sure though.
Okay.
Politics, religion. Again, it depends on the people you are talking to. But I think if they're sensitive, like extreme sides, then it's better not to keep these politics. And I try to do that always.
To avoid this sort of
if I get these kind of really people I can talk such topics with, it's okay. But other than that, I try to avoid such topics because you have a lot of other topics to talk about rather than the differences.
Yeah. Why not? Okay. And what do you think who do you think is basically the most celebrated celebrity of India? Like if you see from the north to south and you say, okay, this man is like everybody knows
Again,
him.
Bollywood, cricket, politics. Right now, politics, you would say our Prime Minister. And Bollywood, I have seen that a lot of people know Shah Rukh Khan worldwide. Wherever you go, if they know Bollywood, they know Shah Rukh Khan. And towards the south film industry, I think Rajnikant is quite famous.
Okay.
So, and cricket, it varies over time, but Sachin, I think, is known by everyone.
Yeah. Sachin Tendulkar.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. Okay. And what do you think is the best trait in the Indian people, in your perspective, in nature-wise and?
Okay. After coming here, if I see the cultural differences, sometimes so we have ups and downs on both sides. I kind of feel the cultural or the emotional connect that we have with our family members, and so how we are still connected with our parents and other siblings or everyone. That's kind of very rare and weird for people here sometimes, but it's so naturally coming to us back home, right? I think it's kind of the same in Pakistan.
Yeah. It brings up the makes the family system very strong.
Exactly.
Okay, and of course that's all of the questions that I have for you. In case you want to tell something about that I missed out about the Indian people that you think the audience should know, probably.
Really nice people, and actually to know about everyone, I think you should always if you have an opportunity, you should always go and study abroad at times, or do something abroad for some small time, so that you know about people. You know that what's known back in our country is not entirely true sometimes, and and whatever divide usually we have among different countries or religions or caste or whatever, it's usually in the news or in the media or to an extent, and usually it's the people that we connect, and it's all about living together in harmony. And I felt that after coming here, you know, I don't see that divide a lot. I don't see who is who, and it's all about how you connect in the frequency. So I think this is one experience that changed me in a lot of perspective that I have towards people and culture.
Okay, thank you very much for your time, Gokul.
And thank you.
I wish you a pleasant evening, and yeah, we hope to see you.